Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge for as little as $9 a month, and also to get exclusive access to our in-depth strategy video, information is available in the description below. In the previous video, I did a stock update on ticker symbol MMTLP, looking at some important questions. We also looked at the review of our weekly watch list, so please refer back to the previous video for details of that. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some speculation for MMTLP, and we're also going to be looking at an update for ticker symbol MULN Mullen Automotive, so stay tuned for that. And first thing I'd like to start with is by giving a shout out to Kev here on Twitter, and he has posted a speculative tweet here. So let's have a look at what the tweet is about. So what he said here is with regards to MMAT, what if the $50 million raised was to buy all of the MMTLP to lock up Oilco? So again, that's the situation. So I'm going to share with you my response now to this speculation. So in my opinion, the $50 million that the company is going to receive from the institutional offering is going to be for operating costs. It's also going to be for research and development. And I think what we have also seen is the company have been very bullish with regard to acquisitions, including nanotech. So the company also is invested heavily in research and development, and that is very, very high cost intensive. So in terms of the profit and loss account, we can see that the company has a huge level of expenses. So obviously the revenue is going up, but certainly the company is nowhere near making a profit. So in terms of the speculation here from Kev, speculation is, are the company looking to buy up all of MMTLP to lock up Oilco? So maybe obviously one of the reasons he's suggesting this is the company did not want MMTLP to be tradable. So if they lock it all up, maybe they can get a gain. So my take on this is that I don't think this is possible. I would also go as far as saying I think this would be potentially an example of insider trading. And the reason why it would be an example of insider trading is because if they know that the dividend is, let's say, worth $20, $30 plus, and they are able to buy up all of MMTLP for less than $1.50, then obviously they are gaining a significant advantage ahead of everyone, including the retail. Because if you tell me right now the dividend is going to be $20, why don't we buy, 100% guarantee, I'm an insider, why don't we all buy up MMTLP? Then again, that would be an illegal situation, and it would be an example of insider trading. So in my opinion, a nice theory, but realistically definitely not possible. What I'd now like to do is give a shout out to Gardner Wade, and I'm sure Gardner is probably not looking for this shout out, but I think it is interesting in terms of what was stated because it was in the public domain. So let's have a look at what was said. So before we do that, a quick reminder for anybody who's not aware of who Gardner Wade is. So from his LinkedIn page, we can see he is the Chief Products Officer at Meta. However, he is not regarded as an insider. So what that basically means, he will not be aware of the significant decisions affecting the company. So let's have a look at the tweet that he's shared just a couple of days ago. So we have a look at it here. This is a tweet that is at the top. It says, with regard to momentum, P equals MV. So with regard to the M, which is obviously we're looking at momentum, he's talking about a bullish indication with regard to what metamaterials have been involved in and acquired, including NanoWeb, Color Optics, Stripe, Luma, Meta Air, GlucoWise, MediWise, Optodot, again a recent acquisition, very bullish, NPO, Plasma Fusion, AR. So all of this was driving momentum. We did see the share price go very close to $2, and I think most investors were fairly calm, fairly optimistic, and happy with the way the company was going, and no significant complaints at that time. In terms of volume, he's also identified here The reason for this volume is Palicaris, a world-class team of experts and plenty of cash. Key thing I want to focus on there is plenty of cash. So the ironic thing here is what happened is straight after this tweet, we got the news that the company was about to get more cash, $50 million. So if they did have plenty of cash, then why this tweet? So let's have a look at his other tweet, which I think I believe it has now been removed. Let's have a look at this tweet. And on this tweet, what he's done on the screen here is on the June the 25th 2022, he's added on here, fam, last one, tough week, I bled dollars like you bled dollars. So he's talking to the retail here. On board level had knowledge, only board level had knowledge of the deal, so that means Gardner did not have knowledge. I got news when PR was published, and that chance led to poor tweet, which we've just seen at, which was P equals MV, comment timing, apologies, I promised George no more tweets, thank you for your continued support. So again, I think it seems like an example of an ill-timed tweet, which was again showing in terms of an ironic situation here where he stated that they had lots of cash and now the company was looking to acquire more cash. I'd like to now make a start by looking at ticker symbol MULN Mullen Automotive, and as you know, those of you who've been following the channel will know that this is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions. So this is a stock that did run up in excess of $3, then came back down below $1, but again right now the news is positive again. So let's start by having a look at the chart. So I'm going to share with you the 5-day chart for the previous week. So remember, this is a stock that we also called out in our weekly watch list in the Discord. So over the previous 5 days, this stock is up a very healthy 18%. So close of play on the Friday. At one point it was about to finish on the red, but if you have a look at the RSI just before the power hour and in the final part of the trading on the Friday, you'll see a huge increase in the RSI, and at one point it was very, very close to 90. So lots of buying, lots of green candles there as well. So the stock closed at $1.46, so up in excess of 18% on the week, and also at one point in the week it was very, very close to $1.75. So let's have a look at first of all, one of the key catalysts that is about to happen on Monday. So I'm going to share with you a headline here as a reminder from the company investor relations website, and that is Mullen Automotive is to be added to the Russell 2000 and the Russell 3000 indexes. So this is great news for the company. So this was something that was announced initially on June the 6th. So the date for this is going to be June the 27th, which will be the first day of trading this week. So the stock's going to be automatically added to appropriate growth and value indexes. So what this basically means is it will be included in certain ETFs, and institutions will also be loading up and including this in their funds. So again, a very bullish and very strong sign and good news for Mullen Automotive. The next thing I'm going to share with you is a headline, again positive headline with regard to what Mullen Automotive is doing in terms of growth. There's a headline here from June 25th 2022, and what this is basically saying is Mullen keeps hiring in the midst of preparing for a mass production of its 5 models. So remember, Mullen Automotive is a US based EV manufacturer and retailer. So let's have a look at some of the jobs here that they have recently added to their requirements. So these include program manager, who is going to be looking at timelines in terms of concept to launch and coordinate. We also have, the company is also looking for a director of autonomous driving and ADAS, principal vehicle systems architect, facilities design engineer, director of vehicle integration. So again, that would be a senior level post there. And also they're looking for a homologation engineer. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Obviously it looks like some kind of specialist technical role. So again, very bullish sign and great example here in terms of planning for the future. And final thing I'd like to share with you is something that I think is also relevant to the general EV sector. So we have seen last week certainly a good recovery in stocks such as Tesla, and NIO has also been recovering fairly well. And I'm going to share with you a headline here from 26th of June 2022, and this is an interview with the CEO of ExxonMobil, and what he said is every new vehicle in the world will be electric by 2040. So with stocks like Mullen Automotive, I think this is certainly a great chance to invest in one of the huge game players for the future. So right now it's a penny stock. It's a stock that's trading closer to $1 than it is to $2. So what a fantastic opportunity here to invest in the future. So what the CEO said here, he's talked about energy transition and climate change as being the key reasons. We're all aware of that. And in terms of EV, and this is something that is going to be pushed worldwide, not only in the USA, but the key focus will be on China, US and Europe. And finally, just to finish off, I'd like to give a shout out again to the Discord, and I'm going to share with you something that was talked about in the previous video, and that is a review of last week's weekly watch list. So this is something which is exclusively shared with the Discord. So last week we called out stocks such as REV, MREO, Mullen Automotives, SOUN, Tesla, Google, JUPW and also ELMS. So the best call out for us was ticker symbol REV. This was a potential squeeze stock which over the previous week was up in excess of 152%. So congratulations to everyone in the Discord who managed to make some profits in there. MREO was also a stock that we called out, up in excess of 27%. Mullen Automotive, again, we've just seen there up in excess of 18%. Ticker symbol SOUN was also up in excess of 19.8%. Tesla made a great comeback, in very close to 15% up. Google was up in excess of 11%. And the two ones that were calls didn't go too good on is ticker symbol JUPW and ELMS. So I'm going to share with you now a copy of the weekly watch list, which obviously is available to the Discord members exclusively from today. But the stock that I'm going to share with you here is that one that we have called out here that I'm able to share with you is Mullen Automotive. And the other key catalyst to remind you is that we are getting closer to the end of June and the Fortune 500 announcement. As well as that, I'm sure you're also aware in terms of the success with regard to the battery technology they also recently had. So the signs are definitely good and the momentum is good for Mullen Automotive. So if you'd like to get a copy of our weekly watch list, you can join the Discord for as little as $9 a month. Your second payment will be refunded on the 2nd of July, as payments are always taken on the 1st of the month. So no excuse to delay joining. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.